Hello, this is Nia with the Rainbow Cauldron, and I'm going to be doing a reading for Eliptica. And she basically just wants a general reading about her and her husband. And there's some small issues going on that she just wants some clarification on. All right, and what we have here today is the stones I have are two rose quartz for love and a moonstone also for love. And I also have, I keep forgetting to talk about this. I haven't mentioned it in any of my other videos, even though I meant to, and this is a real big piece of selenite. And I have a couple of these, and I love them. And the reason I put them on here is because selenite is really, really great at enhancing a lot of energies. And that's why I put the stones on the selenite, because I really want to enhance the energies of the stones. And I also have a quartz crystal here for directing energy. I'm directing the energy to the reading. All right, and we also have a really pretty fairy pink purple cloth here, and that's really to bring some love and innocence and things like that. It's some calming energy. Okay, and today we are doing the Tarot for Two spread, which involves two decks, and I am using the Book of Shadows As Above, So Below dual deck. It's a two-deck system, and the As Above deck I'm using to represent her husband, and the So Below deck is representing Elliptica. And all right, these are already shuffled. The first position is the state of the relationship according to you. And we're getting the Five of Wands here. And then the state of the relationship according to him is the second major arcana card, which is Wisdom. In regular tarot decks, it's called the High Priestess. The next position is how you think you should feel about the situation. And for you, we're getting the Six of Chalices. And for him, we are getting the Five of Fire. And these two are the same cards, just in different decks. The next position is how you really feel. And you really feel the Ten of Pentacles. And he really feels the Lovers, which is a great card. And the next position is what you're projecting to him. And we're getting the Nine of Chalices here, and what he is projecting to you, which is the Elemental of Fire. And finally, let's move these over just a little bit. The last card is Advice to Improve the Relationship. Advice for you is the Knave of Wands, which is also this card. These two are the same cards, so we're seeing those repeats again. And the final card for him, advice, is the Crone of Air. Interesting. All right, let's start at the beginning here. Okay, so we have for you the state of the relationship according to you. And we have the Five of Wands. And this is kind of a negative card, you know, for the most part. Yeah, we're seeing some people arguing here. This is some sort of business situation going on here, and they're arguing, probably working on a project. And what I'm getting from this is that there's bickering over some small stuff here. What I'm seeing here is this group of people, they're working on a project together, and that's kind of what a marriage is, you know, and they're arguing on how to go about it, but they also seem to be getting a lot done. And that's what I'm seeing going on here is things are going okay, and what's really going on for you is you're letting the small stuff get to you. And and some bickering. Nothing major, but bickering. And what we have for him is wisdom, and this is kind of a yin yang coming together in harmony, speaking the truth, open communication. Um, from just these two cards alone, these two cards together, I can see that for him, these little things are that are worrying you so much are they aren't as concerning to him. To him, the two of you are simply speaking your minds and having open communication. So, you know, basically what his card is saying about your card is don't sweat the small stuff. All right, and the next position is what you think you should be feeling. And we've got the Six of Chalices for you. And this is a pretty card. Lovely card. The Six of Chalices is a card of nostalgia, thinking of happier times. From this, I get that you sometimes think that your marriage should be just like it was when the two of you first got married. But people and relationships grow and change, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also get a sort of hunky-dory feeling from this card. You know, a smiling mother with her two smiling children enjoying a pretend tea party. And that's really the word here, the key word here. The pretend part is what jumps out. Things aren't going to be perfect, and pretending they're going to be perfect, you know, that's only going to cause you to worry more. And like I said, things are not going to be perfect, and that's okay. And his card for what he thinks he should be feeling is the Five of Fire. And as I said before, this is actually the same card as this one. It's just from the different decks. And right here we have Jupiter, the god and the planet. And Jupiter, very turbulent. So what I'm getting from this is that he can see that all these things are bothering you, and he feels like, right, and since they don't bother him, he feels like they should be bothering him because they bother you. And that's exactly what we're seeing there. And the next position is what you're actually feeling. And I love this. I am going to read both of these cards together, the two cards for both of your positions here. And we have the Ten of Pentacles for you and the Lovers for him. Oh, both are extremely positive. On your side, we have the Ten of Pentacles, a smiling, happy family, enjoying each other's company. On his side, we have the Lovers, which I'm reading very literally here, and it clearly shows his love for you. These two cards together are they're really great to me. Even though there's a few cracks here and there, both of you are truly happy with your lives and your family. These are two very happy cards, and I'm very glad to see them like in the same spots. I feel like you two are on the same page with this. All right, and the next position is what you're projecting to your partner. And for you, we have the Nine of Chalices. And this is also often called the wish card. It's typically a very positive card, but I'm getting a slightly less than positive feeling from it. What I'm seeing here is that you're voicing your concerns and your wants, your wishes, to him frequently. And I do feel that this can come off as a little bit naggy. However, this is still a very positive card. So while you do come off a little bit naggy to him sometimes, deep down he doesn't really mind and he wants to fulfill your wishes. So that's that one. And for him, what he's projecting to you, or yes, what he's projecting to you is the elemental of fire. Beginning to make changes. I'm also seeing some really strong sexual energy here. He's projecting a really, he's projecting a sort of influx of passion and like these candles just lighting up, you know? And that's what I'm seeing here. And the next position is advice to better the relationship. And for you, we're getting the exact same card we just saw from him, which is the Knave of Wands. We're seeing a repeat card again. And, you know, these repeat cards that we see on both sides, the fact that we're seeing a couple of them here really shows that whatever might be on the surface going on here, you two really are on the same page. And here, with your card, the Knave of Wands, for you, it's to me, this is indicating you responding to this energy that he's sending you. You're responding to that influx of passion, and that's what it's suggesting you do, is respond to it, you know, enjoy it. I'm also getting a different aspect from this, like a new things happening in your life that are positive, but also overwhelming. And we see this because, look at here, she's got all these salamanders all around her. She's kind of covered in them. And these salamanders are actually a good thing. They're bringing good energy to her, but she's a little bit like, she's a little unnerved by it, maybe a little overwhelmed, and you know, I'm sure a lot of people would if they had lizards crawling all over them. And what I'm kind of getting from this is either, you know, maybe in the increased intimacy has caught you by surprise and you're not sure how to feel about it, or what this also could mean is new opportunities or responsibilities that are beneficial but also overwhelming. And that's what we're getting there. And his last card for advice for him is a little, wow, this one is a little bit confusing. We have the Crone of Air. And the Crone of Air, you see how this is an old woman at the end of her life, and she's closing the book. She's closing the book on this. And closing the book on situations that have been drawn out or there's no answer to. You know, I think I want to do a little bit of clarification here. So I'm going to draw 2 more cards around the crone to see what energies we have here. And we're getting the 5 of Air and the Goddess. And I will show these cards to you. The 5 of Air and the Goddess, which is a major arcana card. There we go. The 5 of Air is showing someone who's reading palms. And what this tells me is that the power to change a situation is in his own hands, right in front of him. And the Goddess shows abundance. Earlier in the 5 of Fire, which was over here, this in the fire, he felt like he should be more concerned about the small issues going on, even though he actually wasn't. And we see that here with the wisdom card and the lover's card. He's not actually worried about the small stuff, but he felt like he should be because you were so concerned about it. And what the crone is saying here is, don't worry about it. And these clarification cards are saying that he has the power to change the negative circumstances, and everything will be all right. And that's what we're getting here. And I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and I hope it helps, and I hope it brings clarification. And it looks like to me that there's really nothing to worry about. There's going to be small issues that pop up every now and then, and you know what? That's life. And you guys, you and your husband seem to have a very loving relationship with each other, and I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. I think you guys are okay, and that makes me very happy. Well, thank you very much.